Right. Hello, fuck yes. Sound and voice. All right. Let me quickly check if anyone's on YouTube because I can only see the Twitch chat here. Hey Zane, how you doing, bro? How do you become a Muslim that wants to drink whiskey? Just by music alone. What the fuck, man? By the way, not whiskey, just Oros. Um, There's unfortunately I'm non-alc like a Muslim. All right. So I wanted to start a stream. Fuck it. I decided to just give it a try, and I'm gonna just change some settings while I'm here. Okay, I think it's just better if I can't hear myself, because then I can talk a little bit more clearly without hearing this stupid fucking echo in my ear the whole time. Yo, Kaden, how you doing, bro? How's the not going to the parents' dinner tonight? I see that people are more keen to chat on YouTube. I've got more viewers on YouTube as well. That's good to know. Maybe I'll just make everything focused on YouTube for the streaming instead. I like YouTube as well. I stream on YouTube when I'm watching things live streamed. So I don't know. I've never actually really watched Twitch except for like maybe some Moon Song videos here and there. But yeah, fuck it. We'll see how it goes. Just waiting for a couple of people to come in. Just getting takeaways. What are you getting, man? I got some. Well, I sort of got some takeaways as well. We got some slap chips from the little shoppy down the road, and we made some fish in the air fryer. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Zane, I'm actually doing both. I'm actually doing three. So I'm streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick at the moment. All three simultaneously streaming because fuck Twitch. They can get fucked. So I'm streaming to everyone. I just don't know if I'll be able to have an eye on the Kick chat that much, but I don't really care, to be quite honest with you. Horse, you city horse, how you doing, brother? How you doing? It's good seeing you guys here. Awesome, and I see it's a first-time chat from Yusri as well. Oh wait, getting some curry. That's nice. That's nice. What kind of curry, bro? Are you getting like well, personally my favorite butter chicken naan. I know some of my Muslim and colored and Indian friends here are like, that's not real curry, man. That's like fucking shit, bro. But you guys want to get some roti and chicken tikka masala or some shit. Or apparently that's also not curry either. But yeah, so I just want to find out from you all real quick. How's the music level? Is it can you guys hear some music in the background, or am I just talking in like the emptiness of space? Okay, Zane. Well, butter chicken with Chilean. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so what's real curry for you, bro? Okay, chicken korma and garlic naan sounds good. Sounds nice. I don't mind that. I'm very vanilla when it comes to curry. I like the butter chicken with naan is my favorite, but fuck it, man, I can go for anything. Like especially a good bunny. If you give me a chow, man, I'm happy. Away, use. I'll add some music. Let me just quickly check if I can get this up here. Alright, I've got some music on. A little loud on my side. Just gonna switch it down. If it bothers you guys, please feel free to let me know. And I'll switch it off, or maybe I'll just go copyright and fuck it and play some metal. But I just wanted to try something out. I'm still figuring out how to do like the non-copyrighted music and shit. Okay, what the fuck? The song ended. Oh. Sweet. Anyways. Alright, if you see me looking up, that's to my second screen. If you see me looking forward, it's to my main screen. So yeah, the plan is simple. I'm just gonna chat a little bit. I don't really have a big plan in terms of what the fuck I want to do. So yeah, we're gonna have some chats tonight, and maybe just maybe I'll jump on a game or something later on, closer to the end. I'm also not gonna stream for like hours and hours. I'm really not in the mood. A little tired, but I wanted to jump on, test out the stream, and see how shit's going on. I see all the kids doing it nowadays, and I'm an old timer that really wants to fucking really want to try out streaming. Being a guy who's really into like film and cinema and shit like that, I wanted to. Uh, okay, perfect thought. Thanks, Zane. Views on the new Goki support. Dude, I haven't read any fucking Goki support, man. What are you talking about, dude? The only support I am aware of is Fabled support, and apparently it's shit, so I don't care. And then also the K9 stuff that's coming out looks cool. So apparently this is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh chat. But yeah, Goki support, dude. I don't know honestly. Does it look good? Does it sound good? I could be wrong, but Goki was good back in the day. Like before my time even. This is many fucking years ago. So I'm not sure. Maybe maybe we can add some Goki support that's good, but I don't know how it looks. Kaden, I wanted to find out from you. Are you like the K9 support? You're getting that shit, right? Because I saw the K9. I saw the was it Fairy Tail, like Dragon Tail or some shit. And then I saw the yummy stuff. Now I want the yummy stuff because it's cute little cats that are like milkshakes and food and stuff. It's fucking cool. So definitely want to get that. Zane says it sounds fun. New fusion, link, and synchro monster. I don't know what the main stuff does, so I don't know if a fusion, link, and synchro will do anything for the archetype. But if it does, that's pretty cool. If it doesn't, then so be it. But we won't see until it gets released. Then again, a lot of support comes out, like new support for old shit, like the heraldic beast stuff, for instance, comes out, looks cool, does like one or two cool things. Raid Raptor support's another thing, comes in, very cool, and then yeah, that's Andy Screaming V, best viewers on Power Up Boost Online. Yeah, it looks like some bot shit. Fuck that. So yeah, K9 VS builds. Yeah, K9 Vanquish Soul, dude. K9 Vanquish Soul going mental. I think it's gonna dominate OCG for a bit. I don't know how it'll do in TCG, honestly speaking, because the thing is, it plays through Max C much better than most things. So I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work out. DDU, Dark World deck. Will that be worthy for Durban? To be fair, no. I don't think it'll be good. Dark World Fiendsmith Fabled is the only build I would consider if I'm playing Dark World. Being a Dark World fanboy myself, I really think the deck's unfortunately had its time to shine and not really getting anywhere. So yeah, one thing to take into consideration moving forward. I don't think Dark World's going to do anything. There's another thing about the Dark World shit that I have to mention. And that would be the leaked support that came out last year that was apparently supposed to be support in Alliance Insight that was supposed to come out. Now, Caden and the rest of the guys at Team DVD, they can actually fucking mention that unfortunately I got my heart set on it. I was like super hyped. And I've actually quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the leaked support. It turned out to be a lie. And I probably won't live that down within the team. But yeah, that's the unfortunate part of the whole shebang. Yeah, so what would I suggest? So I think at the moment there's like 4 or 5 decks that are really, really good in the format right now. So once again, I'm talking as a guy who's not really focused on the format. I'm not really focused on meta at all. I'm probably thinking like Ryziel Mitsurugi Pure, Malice, although Malice is being hard countered by side decking options. So I wouldn't really consider Malice as a viable like states contender right now. Everyone's respecting it too much, so you're going to get your ass handed to you, especially if you're not a good pilot with it. And to learn how to play the deck in 2 weeks, you're not going to be a good enough pilot to pilot it well by the time Nats rolls around, especially Durban now. I'm not really talking about Cape Town, that's this weekend. And then the other one would probably be Blue Eyes. I think Blue Eyes is pretty good. I don't think Blue Eyes is good enough to take the event, but I definitely think Blue Eyes would be, something to consider, especially if you're on a budget option and you've been out of the format for, like myself. I was out of the format and then came in trying to do the Blue Eyes stuff, and that's pretty cool. So I would suggest, if you're looking to pick something up, Mitsurugi's very good, and it's not that high ceiling to understand. Like, doing very well with it is high ceiling, but definitely, just picking up the deck and playing with it. In 2 weeks' time, you can learn enough combos to do competitively well that the deck would carry you into, like, I would say, like, bottom of top table. So you're looking at, like, a rotation around table 9, 10, 11, maybe. And then Blue Eyes, would be my other suggestion. Don't pick up Malice right now. That would be a very, very bad idea. And with the ban list coming in soon, shit. Let me check here on the YouTube chats again. Definitely hopes of trying to get K9 and Yummy. So, Kaden, yeah, well, if you get Yummy and you get K9, I know you're going to be playing K9 VS. So, can I borrow the Yummy stuff? That would be really, really cool. And then, did you see the new update for Clair Obscur? No, I did not see the new update. I haven't played any Xbox in... I can't remember how long. I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks. Like, since I beat the game, I haven't picked up an Xbox controller since. I actually haven't really been playing games since after beating Expedition 33 up until, like, probably until, like, 3-4 days ago, like, just before the start of the weekend that's just passed. I actually started playing some Doom Dark Ages, and that was pretty cool. And for some reason, I decided to install Age of Empires again, Age of Empires 4. Enjoyed it. I always do. I love Age of Empires. And then me and my one friend decided we're going to try some Age of Mythology, and I got sunk into the map editor. So I've been just map editing the whole time, unfortunately. But yeah, I haven't seen Simon with 100 HP or like 100 times HP. I probably don't want to see that. I think they probably fixed the revival glitch as well that I was using to kind of scheme that shit. So I don't know. Hey, Triton, how you doing, bro? How you doing? Yeah, so it's Triton and Kusanagi on stream here with me, and then of course a lovely DDU 1999. Now, if you're asking about Dark World, is that Kyle? Kyle, is that you, or is it another Dark World enjoyer? Octopath Traveler 2. I don't know about that game. I've never even heard about that. Let me quickly check that out. If you hear like loud typing, I've just got a fucking bad keyboard that's just super loud. Octopath Traveler 2. The accent is unfortunately a byproduct of me working with a lot of Americans, so whenever I'm in front of my computer talking with people on stream, I just get this weird fucking accent and I can't control it. I blame the autism, which I also don't actually have. I just like using it as an excuse for sounding stupid. Octopath Traveler 2 looks weird. Is it like a side-scrolling Final Fantasy wannabe thing? Looks okay. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't really like, turn-based games, honestly speaking. I've tried them. Change it on command. I can't. I'll show you something cool, though. If I get to talk with a colored person right now, my accent will switch to a very stereotypically and kind of insultingly colored kind of talk, and I can't change it. I can't change it. It just happens, man. Boomslang. Like, I can say boomslang. I don't have to say boomslang. I'm not stupid. I'm not fucking English. But if I'm talking to an Achis there, then I cup it with it just comes out. I don't know how, but it just comes out, and I talk like, I don't know, man. It's cock sometimes. It's just one of those things, and nobody's happy about it. But that's the only accent I can switch to, kind of on will. But it's also the quickest one and the most noticeable one I always pick up. Just checking on the Americanism. Early stages Tourette's. Away, Masakaiki, away. No, actually, it's because I was working on Taxi Dispatch a couple of years ago, and it was in like deep in Georgia, US, and it was such a struggle to like get people to just understand when you're talking. Because I used to have like, I don't necessarily say I have a very posh English accent or anything like that, but I have like a, where I'm from, a very, very pure like English kind of accent, or at least I thought so. And everyone keeps on telling me that, but that's probably because the standards are very low for English where I'm from. Where I'm from, everyone's like, yeah, nee, we must talk like this because this is the way. I am struggling to love you now. What a little bitch, Triton. What a little bitch. But yeah, so it's the accent was a bit all over the fucking place, I have to say. And then when I like was talking to these people in America, they couldn't understand when I was talking. And there was another dispatcher that was working with me. His name was Jerry, and he was a nice Indian guy living in, well, ironically enough, in India. And he also had like a fake accent that sounded very Valley Girl, as some of you guys might call it. And I was like, okay, let me try it, because I asked him for advice. I was like, hey, dude, how do you talk with these people? Because you talk with them and they just don't fucking listen, and or they don't understand you. And then yeah, I switched over to the Valley Girl accent, or well, as some of you call it, the Valley Girl accent, and it stuck. I haven't been able to really get rid of it. I use it for like a lot of meetings, and a lot of times I'm speaking like with Europeans now, so they also have all of their own accents, especially like if you're talking to like Spanish, French, or Italian people. Their accents are like super pronounced and very, very distinguishable. So it's one of those things. What can I say? Constantia White. Hey, no, my friend. Eastern Free State, basically I'm a Rijkskeestel White. Alright. Caden says, played Octo 1, never played Octo 2. What's it about? Like, Octopath? Is it like some sort of fantasy thing? I'm not really sure what you guys are like referring to. Octopath 2 is awesome. I'm enjoying it. Oh, okay. Interesting. I might give it a try. I'm not going to make any commitments, but I might give it a try. Like, honestly speaking, like I said, I'm focusing on Age of Mythology right now because I want to really build a map. I tried figuring out how to build it. Accent is a fantasy thing. I don't think that's how you spell fantasy, by the way. Just between you and I don't want to insult a viewer, but fuck you. No, Kyle, we're doing fuck alls. I'm just sitting and chatting and talking shit because that's what I want to do. The idea was actually to talk about a topic that really, really inspires hatred in some people's hearts, and that's a specific someone I'm talking about is Triton. He really hates when I bring up this topic. That's the topic of like proto civilizations and proto advanced civilizations. And when I talk about that, I mean like civilizations that probably had some sort of like transport and high-tech equipment of some kind that predates our known history. I see Triton saying here, we're folk. And we're fucking right. A precursor. Yes, a precursor of some kinds, like a Promethean of some kind as well. I don't want to say precursor race because I'm probably like in the camp of they're probably not humanoid, or probably not a human kind of species or a humanoid species of some kind. It's probably, I don't know, I don't want to say it's probably octopi, but tell them about the stupid octopus people, Triton Bucky. Thank you very much for bringing that up as I was going to say that. So no, Zane, like not like the Flintstones. Like the Flintstones, sure, maybe, but I'm thinking more like before the pyramids were built, like talking about like a super advanced civilization that had some kind of weaponry or some kind of tech that actually just wiped them out, and that's why there's no more fucking people or whatever the race they were, whatever species they were. There's no more of them. So octopus people. That was one of my theories. I think like having some sort of cephalopod kind of species of some kind is probably it's likely. Um, so it's Josh. Kyle says. No, it's not Josh. Josh is just autistic, and autistic people are like the next step in evolution. Just a theory. So, so don't hate me. Actually, so I was busy checking things up, and I was looking at what they call the Silurian hypothesis. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but the Silurian hypothesis is kind of, they say it's a thought experiment of some kind. Now, yeah, I'm the kind of guy that just pulls up a Wikipedia article and then starts to act like I'm some sort of expert on the topic, which I'm not. But I read up a little bit about it, and although most sources say that it's probably not something that happened, there's a lot of like theories about it and a lot of like theorizing about it, like what could possibly have happened. Like did they get wiped out because of, you know, their own technology? Did they get wiped out by environmental factors? And a lot of people are saying no, it's... Please share a description, maybe in pictures. I don't have pictures of octopus people, but I can probably ensure that if you Google hentai, you might find them. I'm a posh Anunnaki believer, says Kyle. And then Zane, autistic people have more character than Josh. No. I don't want to talk about autistic people on stream. I will offend people, but I've had a long discussion with a friend earlier today about autistic people. And not in a bad sense, I'm putting that out there, in a sense of like they're different. They're definitely, I think, maybe on the next step of the evolutionary chain. So yeah, awesome. So yeah, that's the idea. My woman is mad at me because I'm making mean comments about autistic people. Um, that's why I'm saying I'm not making any comments. I'm not making any further comments. I'm not going to get shadow banned unless I start talking about a certain group of people that I will not mention here, I promise. And I will ban anyone who mentions them in stream on the chat. So, never did like the artists. Yeah, I don't like artists either. That's why I studied to become one. But it sucks. Artists don't get paid well. Now, funnily enough, I'm not really seeing much engagement from Kick. So I'll just keep that stream running, but I'm not really going to focus on it. Thank you for everyone who's chatting on Twitch and on YouTube. They rhyme with shoes. Shoeish people. Yeah, that sounds about right. But anyways, okay. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about like the proto-civilization, like the pre-pyramid, pre-civilization. That's probably at some sort of, how can I put this? Some sort of very advanced civilization, or some sort of advanced tech that they had. But the problem is, whenever I mention it, Triton gets really mad and starts hating me, and that's okay. How did you come to this theory, says Triton? So I thought about it, whiles back when I was still reading up about the pyramids. I was very interested in Egyptian mythology and all kinds of mythology, but Egyptian mythology specifically. And while doing research in Egyptian, Sumerian, and Mesopotamian mythology, I was starting to read about the pyramids, and I realized that okay, the pyramids were like super ancient by the time that the Egyptians were like, around. They had ancient Egyptian studies in Egypt during the ancient Egyptian times already. So that's how old the pyramids were. I mean, there's this famous saying that Cleopatra is closer to the invention of iPhones. Her lifetime was closer to the invention of iPhones than the invention of the construction of the last pyramid. So it's been a long fucking time of time that was passed between Egyptian the pyramids being built and the Egyptian like civilization as we know them in the history records right now. Um, and I mean, like, if you think about it, like a lot of that info has, been lost to time, been lost to like geographical events and environmental events, and even like physical events like wars and destruction and stuff like that. And of course, there's always going to be some sort of remnant of these different types of civilizations. But at the same time, I don't think we can like measure everything. Like we don't know if everything is there. Maybe there's some hidden info out in one of the islands that we haven't really done a lot of research on. Those uncontacted tribes might be staying on top of archaeological site that houses a lot of proto civilization stuff, especially during the Pangea time. You never know, and that's why I came up with this. Well, I didn't come up with this hypothesis. I just thought like the hypothesis is really cool, and I wanted to explore it and really think about it. So yeah, all hail Yaqub. Yes, all hail Yaqub. May his soul rest in peace. Let's check here on the YouTube chat. Adorable Croft says, always forgot how his English sounds. Yeah, it sounds shit, I know. And guess what? That's how it's gonna keep on sounding until I find a new like fidget accent or stim accent to hop on. Fuck you guys. Kyle says there were woolly mammoths at the same time as the pyramids. Exactly. There's a lot of like ancient creatures that were around during the time of the pyramids, but I'm thinking like before the pyramids. I'm thinking like way before the pyramids, like the same kind of time span. Like what could have happened in like 1,000,000 years, 2,000,000 years. They say that the first the first micro-celled organisms started like 500-600 million years ago, according to studies. So I'm thinking what happened in between those times. Now I know there was a long time when micro-celled organisms were like kind of stagnant, and there were like 3 or 4 different types, and then they started branching out. But I think maybe it like went explosive, especially like something like the Cambrian explosion, and they like vastly multiplied into different types of species. Something I'm thinking about. Zane says it sounds like he has a butt plug in. Maybe you'll never know. That's for you to find out on the OnlyFans, eh? Carl says counterintuitive but true. I can't even remember what that's in reference to, so fuck it. Zane, new accent, replace the letter T in every word with a D when speaking to unlock Indian accent. Did you know that applies to Afrikaans as well? When you're speaking with an Afrikaans accent, every TH sound gets replaced with a D, and you've magically unlocked the Afrikaans accent. So my mother and my father, they were very happy to have me. All right. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be jumping on any games or anything like that on stream, but it would probably be cool to play a little bit later on. Take a shot every time Max sounds like a tosser. You'll be drunk in like 5 minutes, bro. 5 fucking minutes, because I sound like a tosser all the time. So you'll be drinking like out of the bottle straight up, non-stop. Don't do that to yourself. Your liver won't handle it. No one will be happy about it. So, fuck, dude, that sucks, man. That sucks. Let's check anything else here on the chats. No, we're all good. Okay, so yeah, that's my theory. I don't know. I think Triton probably has left chat now after me explaining it again. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So if you guys want to chat about it, let's talk. I don't know if anyone wants to debate the theory or say I'm just full of shit. Apart from sounding like a tosser, like you can sound like a tosser and still be right. That's my theory. But that's just a game theory or a gay theory. I don't know, but okay. Adorable Crafts, just to bring you up to speed, she's asking in the YouTube chat, why are people talking about octopus people? So I'm proposing the theory. Well, I'm just re-emphasizing what they call the Silurian hypothesis, and based on this hypothesis, I'm theorizing that there was some sort of, proto advanced civilization that was like predating the Egyptian pyramids. And I personally think that they might not have been humanoid. They might not have been like some sort of simian species. I think they were probably some sort of cephalopod species of some kind. Other words, octopus people, and that's where the octopus people thing came from. So, Triton says, "Don't debate. It's a fantasy theory. There can be no logical debate that can be had about it." Incorrect. I disagree. I think there's a lot of logical debate to be had about it. Now, a lot of people, and scientists included, mentioned that we would probably be able to identify, through geological records, some sort of ecological and entomological records, that there's some sort of, proto species or proto civilization that happened, and that would be like tracked within the geological data. So, yes, there's a lot of science to disprove this. I don't say there isn't. What I'm theorizing is that I think they haven't searched everywhere. Looking at places like, under certain geographical sites, people are digging up like ancient English people when they're doing like house renovations in England. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that were buried. They've been long buried, and we probably haven't had the tech or the means or methods to kind of figure this shit out and find the data that we need. So I think we probably within our means right now don't have the tech or the technology to research and definitively disprove it. But I do think maybe in the future we could potentially look at like exploring certain other avenues, and maybe through other technological means we can find out if it's true. I say that 100% for a fact we cannot definitively rule it out. Yes, it's just a theory, but then again, theory of evolution is just a theory. So that's one thing. The other thing is like what I recently saw was people talking about like that fucking thing, like fossil fuels. They were talking about fossil fuels, and they were saying that we all are under the conception that oil and coal and fossil fuels that are carbon-based come from like old dinosaurs and plant material and biomass that's been compacted and compressed over many, many millions of years under the like pressures of the different, earth crust and bullshit like that. And recently I saw this a month or so ago. Actually, info came out that potentially this shit, like the fossil fuels, might not be a biological byproduct as we originally thought. It could potentially have been due to like tectonic plate shifting and some sort of geological shifts happening that produce this, and it might not be as unrenewable as we think. So I think there's still a lot of things we haven't really fucking figured out. That's just my theory. Once again, that's just my theory, but I think, that's possibly something. So let's check here. Triton says, there is none. Everything in your head has not been proven, therefore you can say whatever you want, and it can't be incorrect because it is a fantasy theory. Well, I will say interesting. Do you have any proof to debunk or to debunk or disprove me? I'd love to hear from you. If you can show me something that we can maybe look at. I'm open to like seeing some research. I did some quick rough and dirty research just before we started, checking on things like the Scientific America, Discovery Channel pages and everything like that. And of course, they're all like substantiating the claim that it's just a theory, it's not fact. But there are, counter opposers. There's people who are for it and people who are against it. So, you're just saying it's a fantasy theory. I say there are actual scientists researching it. Maybe it's not just a theory at the end of the day. Let's check in on the YouTube chat again. We want to shag the octopus people. That's why, Kyle says. Maybe. Have you done the research yet and searched the hentai people? Then Cephano, Ach nee, Stefan says adorable crafts. That sounds like some Wololo talk. Kyle, but Mac, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. True, true. For something to be called a theory, it needs to have the weight of scientific consensus behind it. Now, yes, it's an hypothesis, but I think that because the research is still in its infancy, it could still be hypothesized, and therefore the theory can still evolve. Remember, it starts as like a hypothesis, but it can theoretically like shift, and more people can start doing more research into it, and it become a theory once more evidence has been gained. So when some sort of scientific field just starts out, it's always just going to be like a bunch of buoy and hoo-has, and then again, people might say, burn the witch, burn the heretic. Galileo didn't discover the sun fucking spinning around the earth, He discovered that the earth spins around the sun. So, it could be a bunch of hoo-ha, but it might not be. You never know. I'm not saying I'm Galileo. I'm not being that egotistical. I'm also not that scientific about the whole situation. I'm just theorizing that maybe it might be true, or hypothesizing that it might be something that's true. But let's check in. Kyle says, actually, Caden says 2 words: ancient aliens, or as he calls it, ancient aliens. And the ancient aliens, I'll get into that. I think that's going to be the next thing I want to talk about. Adorable Craft says, Kyle, I believe you might be confusing the terms theory and scientific theory. True that, but that's that's just semantics, dude. Like, I could say it's a hypothesis, I could say it's a theory, I could say it's a scientific theory, I could say it's a belief, I can say it's a fucking fairy that rides on its little unicorn dick. All I want, I'm not saying it's fact. 100%, I'm not saying it's fact. And if you think I'm saying it's fact, then you're probably misunderstanding me and might be strawmanning my argument. I'm just saying that I'm 100% thinking that it's just a possibility. Maybe it's make-believe, maybe it's fantasy, maybe it's Maybelline. I don't fucking know. But I think, I might be onto something. If I'm wrong, so be it. Let's check in. So, Carl says, no, Mac is. When he speaks of the theory of evolution, that's a scientific theory, so he's putting himself in that room. Fair. I mean, I did make the argument, and I did reference the theory of evolution. So, yeah, I brought that on myself. Maybe that's, once again, me just being semantic about it. But, or misunderstanding. But fuck it. I'm going to stick with what I said. Zane says, best source for any topic. Trust me, bro. I was there. My uncle works at Nintendo, dude. He's going to ban your fucking Pokemon account, bro. Trust me. Adorable Craft says, fair, but you don't need scientific consensus to just call something a theory. You need to call it a scientific theory. I mean, that's a wild thing to debate. Like, once again, semantics, it comes down to semantics. But Kyle says, but not every wild bit of conjecture is the next Galileo. Occam's razor is more likely Hoccam. Never mind, I agree with Caden. He's right. Ancient aliens. Yeah. Hoccam is my speciality. I fucking talk a lot of shit. There's only one answer, Caden says. Ancient aliens. And that's the other thing. So maybe the proto-civilization might have been removed, or the evidence of their existence might have been removed by some sort of extraterrestrial or maybe subterranean proto-race or super race, super species from outside this galaxy, or maybe from within. Now, I don't want to get into a hollow earth theory because I think that's a whole other can of worms, or can of snails, as I like to call it. So it could be another can of snails if we're talking about the hollow earth theory on this topic. But I definitely think that if we're talking about like ancient proto, like superior civilizations or advanced civilizations, and once again, the definition of advanced could be many different things. So like advanced civilizations could be fucking, they might have just had some form of transport, like a wheel, and maybe some sort of like proto bicycle, some shit. Um, I'm not saying they had hoverboards. I'm not saying they were like nuclear or something like that. Maybe our definition of what's advanced for them is different. Um, but at the same time, advanced. I'm thinking they at least had some sort of like healthcare or medicine. They definitely had some sort of infrastructure and technology that rivals what we think of when we think about like pre pre-farming civilizations, some sort of pre-agriculture civilizations like the Sumerians or Mesopotamians, because those civilizations, they started with farming. Egyptians around the Nile, the Sumerians, Mesopotamians, the Babylonians, they all started out there, and they were the biggest civilizations for a very, very long time because they developed agriculture that could sustain large civilizations. And I think that evidence is easy to like lose because a lot of it could be what we might consider a agricultural plant now or agricultural source of body fuel or like food or some shit, might not be what they considered food back then. Maybe they ate like small bullshitty plants that we don't really consider edible by today's standards. Maybe they're like tardigrades or what's those other fucking there's these snails that actually eat like metal or breathe metal. Maybe that's the kind of shit they could have been like consuming. Maybe they consumed matter that we don't consider food, and they shat out things that we don't consider biomass or like excrement of some kind. Maybe they shat out like some sort of fucking metal or polymer or some shit like that. So who knows? Maybe we'll find some ancient civilization turds that look like something we would use in construction today. Just a theory. Okum, not hokum. Fuck it, I don't even know the word. It's my first time hearing it, and I'm just assuming what it means. It sounds like haktua or hui. It is hokum now. Yeah, Crafts, get with the fucking updated like memorandum. I sent you a fucking itinerary earlier today, dude. You're supposed to know what we're discussing. And then you come in here asking about octopus people. Like, what the fuck, man? Dude, Corporal! No, I'm not going to do a Corporal. You can go fuck yourself. I'm not going to do that. I will, however, potentially say that if you tip me, I might do a Corporal. But I don't think you can tip me. That's the thing. I don't know how much, like how many subscribers or followers or whatever you should have for that shit. By the way, drop a follow, drop a subscribe, whatever the fuck the people do. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and comment and do. Oh, fuck you guys. Do whatever you want. If you want to subscribe, cool. If you don't want to subscribe, that's also fine. But yeah. So let's check here. Zane Daniel says, Q X-Files theme song. If I remember how the theme song went, I think it's just some sort of like alien sound. But yeah, I really should get back into watching X-Files. Like, that shit was fucking class, boys. Carl Rivers, it always was. Get 1984 with us. Yes, Orwell would approve. That's why I'm asking you guys, do you believe? You don't have to believe, but if you do believe, become a true believer. Okay, Carl says to Zane, or Triple X theme song. We all know that Orange App Drumful. When you said Triple X, I was thinking like Vin Diesel Triple X, or I was thinking like DMX, like X gonna give it to you, what? Fucking, okay. Crafts, I didn't mean to question the Ministry of Truth. My apologies. No, it's called the bureaucracy of lies, but we vibe with it regardless. Then Adorable Crafts, jokes on you. I've been subbed for years. I know you are. You were the first. No, you were the second sub on this channel. And I really appreciate that. I'll do the heart goes out to you thing. But I don't think. Are you subbed on Twitch as well? Are you following on Twitch? Can we get some follows on Twitch? I've got 6 followers. I'm trying to get to 10, guys. Now, I'm a very realistic person. I don't want to get to 10 like right now. I don't really care to get to 10 right now. But if we can get to 10 like before the end of next month, that'd be really fucking cool. If we don't, fuck it. I don't care, but it'd be cool. If we can get like 5 or maybe even 10 like subscribers, that'd be fucking dope. Then I'll be doing some shots on stream. Like we'll do some drinking stream, and I might be playing some Dota and playing like Omni Knight mid drunk. I think that would be fucking hilarious. I follow you everywhere, Audrey says, or Adorable says. That's concerning, dude. That's fucking concerning. Genkaden says, dealing with a civilization before our known history, you can definitely go down the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis rabbit hole. I did see something about like when I was searching up the topic, I did see something about them talking about Younger Dryas. So let's quickly give that a look. I'm just gonna read the AI overview because I don't have time to read like a whole fucking article. But the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis, YDIH, I'll start calling you guys YDIS, proposes that a comet or asteroid impact or a series of impacts around 12,900 years ago caused the Younger Dryas, YD, cold period and may have contributed to the extinction of megafauna in the Western Hemisphere. Yes. I think that sounds pretty much like something I was thinking about as well. But I think that's why a lot of like people who focus on like the Bible definition of how old the Earth is, that's probably why they're thinking that thing like in some sort of subconscious level, because the Bible and recorded history started like 4,000, 5,000 years ago. Maybe it went further back, but it was destroyed. And then people had to like relearn how to read, write, and shit like that. Record history again. So you never know. Pickle Twigger says, stop met voelens van emosie en doen koprol, Ian. No. So clearlyCubbage, myself, is sending messages on stream because I have something weird to share. I'm sharing a YouTube account with my significant other. She's sitting in the other room watching me, like some sad, lonely loser. I asked her to watch me. And now she's sending messages in chat, and it looks like I'm sending them myself, which is pretty interesting and weird. So if you see something being sent from myself, just know it's not from me, but interesting. Geerkop. Kyle? No, I'll geer op if you ask for Geerkop. Kyle says, your YouTube is blocking my Say Gex jokes? Say Gex. Say Gex to me seductively. Gex. We're gonna have butt Gex later tonight on E. So yeah, I think the Younger Dryas impact theory or hypothesis might have some interesting merit to it. I could be wrong, but it looks cool. I'll definitely look into it. King Caden also mentioned when we were talking in person a couple of months ago to actually check out this documentary on Netflix about like the old civilizations. Caden, could you drop that shit down in the chat because I can't remember the name. I keep on saying I'm gonna watch it, and then whenever you mention it, I'm like, yeah, that rings a bell, and then I'm gonna go watch it. I want to watch it, and then I never get to it, and I really want to watch it. But yeah, hit that shit up so I can actually search it right now. Jij ook lekker, says I say, jij ook lekker. I know where you live, says Adorable Crafts. Of course, and I know where you live. So if you bomb me, I'll bomb you back. All right, so I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. It's called the Bionicles Chronicles. Give me a sec, guys. I will be RB. En ek's terug, fokkers. Alright, Zane, cheers, bro. Have good family time. Don't say that in stream again, because whenever my fucking SO sees it and she wants to kill me, she's like, "Jy moet ook familietyd spandeer." So, Bionicle Chronicles. I think Bionicle Chronicles. Right. So, Ancient Apocalypse. It was on Netflix. Cool. I will put that shit into my browser right now, so I never forget it. Sweet. As two, I thought it's a quick doc. Now it's 2 fucking seasons. What the hell, bro? Anyways, right. So that's the hypothesis. You know, up to you guys to decide whether you think Flintstones are real or not. Do you believe? I'm not really gonna, talk about it further than that, unless you guys wanna talk more about it. Let me know. I'll do another deep dive on it again soon. I will probably try and see if I can get a theory every time I stream to discuss and talk about. The idea of the stream is to actually talk about things I find interesting, to piss Triton off a little bit, just a little bit. If I don't piss him off, then I think we didn't do our job correctly. Triton, tell me, are you busy drinking? Is jy besig om te drink, vriend? Away. Adorable Croft says, "Oh Lord, no! Please, not the ASMR." But why not? Tell me. Away. So, I was thinking, if Pickle Tweaker and Adorable Crafts are here, we might jump on Dota. If you guys are keen, shoot me a message in chat and we can figure something out. We might play one game where I play as terribly as possible and take the user suggestions. If anyone's keen for that, I'd love to hear from your side. Already loaded, Pickle Tweaker says. And Adorable, is Adorable there? Is she gonna do that as well? No, play League of Legends. I don't have moderators, but mods, ban that man, please. Ban that man. Adorable Craft says, "Want because it sounds like a bad horror game made by an indie developer living in his mom's basement." Adorable Craft also says, "I can't, I have work." That's a shame, bro. That's a shame. I have work as well. Guess what I'm doing? I'm streaming instead for you, Pusa. So it's not how it goes. Now, Dota has no lore. Now, King Gaiden, I don't want to disrespect. I totally appreciate all my wonderful viewers and wonderful fans that are tuning in and watching this beautiful stream. But fuck you, that's a cuck opinion. Dota has way more lore. Extra doubt. Agreed. Your anime was... Okay, so, jokes aside, I've never watched the anime of the Dota shit, because I don't like the animes. I've also never watched the fucking League of Legends anime. What's it called, like Arena or some shit? Never watched it. Probably never gonna watch it. So I don't really care if the anime was trash. You know what's more trash? And this might spark you guys, but One Piece is more trash than the Dota anime. I'll just leave that out there. Take a sip of my victory cup. Arcane was really good, he says. I won't know. But I will guarantee you that Dota has better lore. If you go and watch Sir Action Slacks' lore videos, his lore deep dives into the lore. then you will understand there's way more lore than you think. And the best part about Dota lore, right? And this might sound weird, but I'm very passionate about it. The best part about Dota lore is it is made by the community at the end of the day. It's like Dark Souls lore. We figure that shit out ourselves. That's my 2 cents. So I might be wrong. Alright. I just want to keep on checking if Kick is ever going to kick up. Because it's kicking me in the fucking ass. That's fighting words, my man. You can't go after One Piece like that. Yes, it's supposed to be fighting words. That anime's trash. And the live action adaptation, I'll go watch it. I'll tell you what, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. And if I like it by the end, then I will commit to watching the entire One Piece anime. Okay? That's a promise. That's a promise. But if I dislike it, then I will call every One Piece lover a filthy fucking casual. Not big stakes, but stakes nonetheless. Just give me a second. Just got to thank some people here on the background, because I've got people who are lurking in the comments, not sending messages. They're just telling me, oh, I'm watching your stream. Thank you very much for watching my stream. I do appreciate that. My heart goes out to you. Good thing my camera cuts off where you can't see what I actually did. Anyways, so, yeah. Say that cuck to my face. Bliksem, says Yusri. I'm assuming that's because of the One Piece comments. And you know what? I will. I fucking will. Next time I see you in Cape Town. Promise. Fucking no. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I'll watch it live. Adorable Craft says, don't say that. I need them to buy my posable One Piece figurines and you need to sell them. One Piece is the best, boys. Yes, you must check One Piece. Please, guys, go to my merch store, link down below. Where's it there? There's it. Link down below, alright? And buy up all the fucking lovely and wonderful One Piece memorabilia that I have. I've got Devil Fruits, and I've got Zoro, and I've got Nami, I think is her name, and I've got that fucking little Kokorot man with the fucking, you know what I'm talking about, and I've got the fucking Pirate Hat man, and I've got the dude with the open chest vest with a, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I've got those people, and I've got the Devil Fruits. Guys, buy some Devil Fruits in the merch store below. Shout outs. There goes the market, says Yusri. Chopper. Are you calling me a fucking get to that chopper? Okay. Give me a second. I just want to start up the dotes for one quick game. We'll do a turbo, just so I keep you guys' attention real quick. But I'll promise I'll play it as badly as possible. 1,132 episodes casual. If you need 1,132 episodes, tell me your show is shit and not reach a conclusion. I think the only thing that might be more trash, and this is going to sound horrible to say because I'm actually a fanboy of this, the only thing that's more trash than that is having Berserk run that long. No, don't play that trash. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, let me just jump in here. Just busy validating the game. No, it's Chopper, the little deer that ate a fruit, and I do make plushies of him, yes. Okay. I don't know why deers are eating fruit. I'm too scared to ask. He ain't helping your merch sales. Fire him while you can. The best part is she's never hired me, boys. She's never hired me. I don't get paid for this shit, so I don't care. Can't wait for your super unique named characters. Okay, fair enough. Lion is a very trashy name. Yeah, okay. Our characters have bad names. Our characters do have bad names. I'm sorry for being so arrogant before. Shit, man. Anyone care to defend about the Dota names? Because yeah, no, fucking Dota names are trash. Like I mean, Lion and Earthshaker and Enchantress and Warlock. Um, not the greatest names, but like I mean, we have like I'm struggling to find names here. Garen and Annie are very unique, yes. I don't know the LOL names. All I know is your game's name is called LOL. So that's laugh worthy for me already. Uh, oh wait, so just give me a second here while I sort some shit out. I'll get the stream started for the game in a second. All right, and we are in the notes. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to coordinate with my friend right this second. We will first just test this out. This will be one game, and then after this game, I think I'm going to end stream as well. Just to keep it nice and brief. I don't want to fucking stream for 17 hours in a row. I'm not a marathon streamer. If I was, that'd be pretty cool. King Kaiden says, let's look at these knockoff LOL characters. Now, Kaiden, who came first? Was it the chicken or the egg? Was it League or was it Dota? And I think you'll find it was Dota. So I'm gonna ask the lovely Drowned Ranger who's joining me now. He can start us off with the find for the turbo match. In the meantime, I will be the cool guy who shows you all my wonderful cool characters. And you must all see how cool they are. And the cool names, because I will tell King Kaiden that Alchemist is a very, very good character name. And then we have Ancient Apparition. I mean, that's a cool character name. And we have Anti-Mage. That's a cooler and... oh, okay, that's not a really cool name. Awkward's pretty cool, though. Wrong, it was StarCraft. No, you bitch, it wasn't StarCraft. It wasn't StarCraft, you bastard bitch. Now, whenever I play Dota, just for context for everyone, I always random, or at least I try to always random, because I don't want to play the same hero twice. And if I suck at the hero, I will have a bad time, but I will at least admit that I'm having a bad time. King Kaiden, all those characters are discount versions. You're right. That's true. That is true. So yeah, man, I will say that it started with Warcraft, not with StarCraft. You're wrong. Let's get the facts straight. And to be fair, Warcraft goated, StarCraft goated, Dota goated. But there's one game that started with Warcraft that I think is better than any other game that I've ever played in my entire life. And the problem is you can't play it single player, and it's not a game on its own. It's actually a game mode for Warcraft 3. And I think what's that fucker's name? Pickle Tweaker. I think he can definitely tell you what it is called. Adorable Craft says Pennerbakkies. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking like pencil cases and potloodhouertjies? I'm confused. Yusri says StarCraft will always be goated. I still play it. I also still play StarCraft, not as much anymore. I haven't really played it in a long time. I did play Diablo recently again. Not the same kind of game, but I always think, when I think of StarCraft, I think of Diablo hand in hand, because they used to sit next to each other on the shelf in Musica. And that was pretty fucking cool. Oh, yeah. So it was actually StarCraft, then Warcraft, then Dota. I don't care which one came first. Bristleback equals Pennerbakkies. So what is Bane then? Give me the Afrikaans for Bane, dude. I don't think you're gonna get one. You know, Bat Rider is easy. That's Flarmeis Nair. Beastmaster is Beestmeester. Bloodseeker is Tampon Sniper. Bounty Hunter is just the Ombudsman. Brewmaster. Brewmeester, that's pretty simple. Bristleback. Pennerbakkies. Right, let's cup it. We're gonna do a turbo and we'll random that shit out. And now it's gonna be pretty interesting to Ondiermeester. It's gonna be pretty interesting to try this shit out without being able to communicate via comms. Because I'm way too lazy to try and figure out the Discord on this shit. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Actually, I have the Discord figured out. I'm just way too lazy to switch it on. So we'll start with banning Silencer, because fuck that guy. He sounds like King Caden. He kind of looks like him too. I mean, that looks like a King Caden. Then we'll random. Ooh, we got a Phantom, a PL. Well, of course we're going to go mid with PL. Actually, I want to go safe lane. But there was only mid available. It sucks. Professional idiot mode, says Ginger Yami. Logan, that's fine. You're allowed to be professionally insulted by my existence. But thanks for joining the stream, Logan. I appreciate that. Thanks for hopping on. So we're going to do a quick Phantom Lancer turbo match. It's probably going to go terribly. If I lose, I don't really care. We're going to do an old strat, boys. No, I can't. Only by one. We were going to do an old strat. Now we're not going to do an old strat anymore. Wait, it's turbo. It's turbo. We're going to do the turbo strat. Turbo strat, boys. We buy a Hand of Midas. That's what we're going to start with. And then we're going to hope for the fucking best. Now, the problem is when I play Dota, I get hyper-focused. So if I go quiet, please understand that I'm busy trying to think what the fuck to say and what the fuck to do at the same time. And this is my first stream, so it'll probably go terribly. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's see how this goes. Look at these plebs. No fucking skins. Losers. A lot of them. I'll report all of them. Oh wait, they are skins. Never mind.
You ready? Let's do it.
Okay. We'll start with queuing up a Hand of Midas. Because my thinking is now. So I don't know if you guys know Dota that well, but when you play Dota turbo mode, you get more gold, you get more experience, and it's pretty cool. But why not get more gold? Because you can buy the Midas quicker and then get more gold quicker so you can ramp quicker. That's my thinking. I might be wrong. Hey, Tweaker. Tweaker, come here. Come catch some fucking thing.
Alright, let's play this thing. Just a little game I threw together in my spare time.
Never mind. Daar's niemand daar nie. Bane equals Vloek. Fair. So what would you say is Marcy in Afrikaans? Magriet. Okay, Triton says the accent is better. Thank you very much, Triton. I appreciate that. And he also says, what are we playing? We're playing Dota, my friend. We're doing just a quick little turbo game to wrap off the stream. It'll probably go terribly because I'm not very good at this game, but I don't really care. Because I only play this now to have fun. And King Caden says it's lame. It's discount Nasus. Fair enough. Now, I want to know why does Logan come in and the first thing he does is choose violence, and I'm assuming he's dipped as well. That doesn't sound like a very nice thing to fucking do. Sorry, bro. Ek's kak in die game. Now the thing is, if they try laning top, that means I've got a free lane. So I'm going to be able to ramp quick. And they're going to have a bad fucking time. That means it's going to be fun for everyone. Okay. Looking good on time with that hand of Midas. If we can just get it in, I'll probably have it in like 2 more last hits. But I'm completely missing here middle. Don't have a single opponent. That's probably fine, I guess. Okay, and our techies took out. Hey, lekker bot lane, lekker you bastards. Knap gedaan, manne, knap gedaan. Now, the question I have is, should I rage in this game? Because I've realized I can control my rage, I think. I'm on my way.
Just need to clear some of them away. Fucking.
He's losing a lot of XP though.
Yeah, we're gonna ramp much better late game. And even though I died, I still think that was very much worth. That was very much worth. We're definitely getting a diffusal blade. Lovely! Knap gedaan, manne! Fucking losers. Alright. Unfortunately, bot had a little bit of an accident, but that's okay. Because we conquered in the cobble. Now, for those of you who play MOBAs, and who play like Dota and League and shit like that, you do know that we do we move our camera every time. Now, I'm one of those scrubs that can't fucking play the game. I play single player. So, I have to keep my camera tethered, or else I'm gonna have a bad time. Okay, that's not looking good. That is not looking good.
Your middle tower might need a little attention.
Fuck the middle tower.
Plays out. Maybe it's just a very stupid trap.
Wat so, fucker? You! Ah, shit. Fuck. Close. Close, but no cigar. What's this character's name? Big Stick Man. Oh, he's called Phantom Lancer. PL. I can't remember what the name used to be that we used to call it. But I'm gonna go for... I haven't played Dota in years, so... Neutral artifact you can grab while holding a dormant curio. Have their potency increased. Eh. Oops.
We need to kill that winter warband first.
We will miss you. Largely ignored, badly protected. Goodbye, middle tower.
Shit, we lost middle tower.
You people,
That's not good.
I know you're probably a
Push this, boys.
bat or a robot made out of fairy water or whatever. The middle tower's taking a beating. You handled this, and I mean yesterday.
Lekker. Dat zou het gedaan wordt. Lovely. And that's how we fucking go, boys. That's how we go. Now we build.
Your bottom tower's under
Mantis.
attack there.
And we hope for the best. No, King Caden. No. So he's basically Casper with a big stick. I don't know who Casper is. He sounds like a friendly ghost. I can't remember that Casper had any sticks in his repertoire, but fuck it, okay. If he does, that's probably how it goes. Spookspies, says Adorable Crafts. Fair, fair. Phantom Lancer. Scumspies. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why these menses so... Why these menses so... Probably not there anymore, but I'm gonna go check. Because I care. I care.
Top tower's under attack.
Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. Oh, fuck, fuck. Lovely.
Really soak up some punch.
What a miss. King Caden. I don't care what the misplay is.
You fortified your strike.
You motherfucker. I don't care. I can't play this game well. I only play it because I like it. And I don't even like it all the time. So he's gonna dunk me. Fuck. Got cooked. Got cooked. 229. That's not looking too great. Not looking too terrific. But he died. It was a worthy sacrifice. Oh, you're a punch. Get out. You fucking fake bliksem. Spook spies. I'm still thinking about that shit. He's already got a fucking axe? Holy shit. We got a Deso on the Weaver. That is not looking terrific for anyone involved. Except the Weaver. He's having a good fucking time. What a lovely game for you.
We understand.
I think he's in my jungle. What? What is this? What is this fucking thing? Croaker. This is new. Okay, interesting.
Things to right. As needed.
I want to push this mid, boys.
Yes.
Can we push mid?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, why? Let's start hanging balls so these fuckers cannot have a chance to kill us. Oh, they're all going bot.
We will.
It looks like they're all going bot.
Are we gonna just quickly take this mid while they bot, or are we gonna go rotate there?
Yeah, bro. Got no dust for that thing.
We agree. Open blocks. Manta style.
Run towards me to cap.
Fatso, jou fucking teef.
I don't see the benefit of letting them kill your towers, but you're the expert. Ha! Their middle tower is down. Might want to look into your bottom tower.
Invisibility.
Shit, boots have traveled on the Weaver already. That's fucked.
Your bottom tower is under attack there.
Should have done the Phantom Shuffle
I'm
combo,
not no
obviously.
expert, but yeah, that's coming down.
Fair. Although there's no such thing called a Phantom Shuffle, but sure. Ooh, I can build something new. We're definitely grabbing the prestige. We'll grab that.
Might want to haul ass over to your top tower.
Ay, fuck. I should not have done that on such low HP. I don't know if that's a good idea. Nope, turns out to be a very terrible one.
Limber up. They fortified their structure.
Nope, we are fucked. 42 seconds. We'll be ready soon. Trash pick. Phantom Lancer, melee carry, escape, nuclear
Top tower's
pusher.
under attack.
It's really push this tower as well.
It is pretty cool.
Oh, bro. You don't have to give me the Wikipedia article on PL.
There's a TP
All right,
coming
walk
in.
it off. We're still in this.
Trash pick. I randomed this guy, bro. I didn't even pick him.
You need your top tower? I'm only asking because it's being destroyed. Whew, it is getting smashed all to hell.
Eh.
Yes.
It's not looking good. I'm fucking dead. Hey, at least one kill. Fuck. Okay, so boys, strat. Okay? We don't win this game. I think if I want to win, or if I want to lose this game on purpose, then I'll win it by sheer luck. How does that sound? I think that might be the plan. Because apparently if I try to win it, it's not going to go well. So, right now, I'm trying to build this hard out. And it's not going well. But that's okay. Random edit him, and you don't know what his Phantom Shuffle kind of sus.
Might want to
Okay.
look into your bottom tower.
I'm spazzing out trying to read that, but no, actually, I know what his Phantom Shuffle does because he doesn't have an ability called Phantom Shuffle. That's a Phantom Shuffle, my friend. Then I need to back the fuck out because I'm low. Well played, Techies. Well played, you little bastard.
You know, just because your tower's being attacked doesn't mean it's never mind. It's gone.
I don't know, that was probably mean of me to say well played. We lost 2 people in that engagement. That's probably like very ragey of me, but I didn't mean it in a bad way. Let me do this instead. I'll tip Pudge. Because fuck Pudge. We're not in a good spot, but we can still win this. Okay. I think as soon as I have hard, it'll go better. Then we might have to buy a gem. It's obviously not an ability, it's a string of abilities in a sequence involved with some timely misdirects and change in direction. Casual Dota 2. I'm fucking dead. I'm reading chat more than I should be fucking playing the game. That is me failing at the Phantom Shuffle.
This is really good.
Fucking hell. Oh, I'm getting my ass handed to me. This is by far my best Dota game I've ever played, boys. Just saying. Like, I think this is the kind of Dota game I really want to show people. Ooh, fucking seer. Okay. Not good. Nee, tikkies. Nee, jij niet. Oh, it's downhill from here. We're in our base. I rate we have about 5 minutes, no, 2 minutes until they push through. And then it's cloud. Mask upon mask.
Giving your middle barracks a once over. Middle barracks, gone, destroyed. Good news, you have a pile of rest. Bad news,
Okay, and how's it good? Fuck. I'm getting cooked. Why do I get the feeling he's watching and not playing? Because I suck at this game, dude. I suck at it. And that's okay, because I didn't go into it. I went in, not to win, but to have fun. Alright. We're seeing some new faces here, hopefully. I don't know. It looks like it. I need to figure out this chat shit a little bit more. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm still dead, so I don't really care.
it is.
No, terrible. I'm not figuring it out. That's okay. I'm alive again. But our team is dead, so I might as well just chill and wait. Ah, fuck it. We do the Phantom Shuffle one last time. I'll finish my heart at least. I finished the heart, boys. That is all that was needed. I finished the heart. GG close game. So close. Oh fuck, I didn't even get a chance to finish that type now. And to add insult to injury, the fucking Windrager's name is Stink Poos Club. What a bitch. What a fucking bitch. Alright. I think that is me for the evening. Let's just go back here. Right, gents, I want to say thank you to everyone for hopping on. It was only an hour and a half. Nice and quick. It went by very, very quick. Very, very quick. King Kaden, because this man has no idea what he's doing, shows a trash hero that has a 49% win rate, doesn't know the Phantom Shuffle, so makes absolute sense. He's basically watching the amount of times he has died. I ended it with a positive KD, just fucking saying. I think. I can't remember. But yeah, that did not go well. That unfortunately failed and flopped heavily. But yeah, I want to say thank you. Oh, wait. Show me one waifu in your trash. Okay. I'll show you one waifu. We don't have a lot. But we have some waifus. And we have some waifus for some different tastes. Right? And it's luckily it's not gay waifus. So they don't look like men, at least. They look like waifus. Just saying. So let me put this up. Give me 1 second. Right. So we have Crystal Maiden now. Unfortunately, she's a dog right now. but she's one of our waifus. And you can see she's nogals blinged out. My crystal looks good. The other one is a drow. She is a badass. She's a badass, especially with her persona. She looks so nice with a persona. And then I think Marcy is also a waifu. We have Wind Ranger, who's technically a waifu, but not really my style. And oh, we got Vengeful. He's also a waifu. But the ultimate waifu in this game, I think, is Queen of Pain. So she got the booty. But yeah, okay. So that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for hopping on the stream. Hopping on the stream. Hey, it's ugly Vanya. I don't even know who fucking Vanya is, but okay. Cheers, Triton Bucky. Thank you very much for chatting with me and watching the stream. I appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun with me. I had some fun. Talked some cuck. That's what I like to do. I like talking cuck. So I will probably be streaming tomorrow. I will probably be starting at 6 and streaming for, maybe an hour, maybe 2. We'll see how it goes. And from there, yeah, then I will let you guys know. I'll let you all know when I'm streaming again. I don't know how the future looks in terms of streaming. I might do this as a one and done, and then I'll never stream again. But I put in some effort to make it look nice for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, shame. I don't fucking care. But yeah, cool. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Ciao.